grab my tablet so I can see what's happening. 1 second, Twitch. I will be right back. This takes 2 seconds. Dun, 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 dun. I'm opening my tablet, my laptop. And just turning it around so I can see. That way I can see that there's actually a stream happening. Hi, how you doing? I'm back. Look at that, and I can see it. It's like way over there across the room, and you, the camera right there, are watching our Battle of the Bots stream today. So what do we do? What is this? What actually all happens? That's an excellent question. I am the founder of the Lift and Shift Foundation, but I'm also a member of the design team. Our design team runs, builds, and helps us kind of like deliver Battle of the Bots as a program. We're a non-profit or a legit 501c3, and we work to help veterans find a place in science and technology. It's more than just career fields. It's more than just trying to get into like a tech job or a coding job, or going back to school to be an engineer. Sometimes we want a hobby. We want a way to learn about this stuff without going back to school for a long, lengthy degree. I'm realizing now I can probably scoot up and get a little bit more on the screen here, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try that. So we'll see how that works out. I'm probably gonna kick over my tablet here. You might not be able to see it all on the screen. So what does that mean for the rest of this setup right here with me? You're gonna see a couple cool things. We have a camera, my old phone, which is hooked into Zoom, and the rest of our design team has an invite to join me on Zoom. What you cannot see right now is that I'm pinned. I actually have this tablet pinned right here. So this tablet is pinned, but behind us are any of our design team members who want to join us, and they're going to be coding these robots today, and we're going to battle. We'll get into a kind of like a discussion about some of the code, maybe some of the process, but it's super easy. We do it. It's like snapping Legos together, and we share our code through Zoom. Nobody's actually driving. It's not like we're actually driving the robots. We're not doing anything crazy. No. With like remote control, but our design team doesn't have to be here in the room with me. They can be spread out all over the country. They can be spread out all over the world, as long as they can log into Zoom and participate that way. We share it here on Twitch because, and I think YouTube, and we've tried Instagram Live last year. I think there was kind of like a viewing issues with that because it's very narrow format, so it's really hard to see this stuff happening. And there's a time limit for the apps that I was using. But it's easy to join us, it's easy to participate, it's easy to share this with people, and there's some links in our About Twitch thing now where you can sign up to find out more about the design team. You can sign up to find out more about the rest of the things that we do to encourage veterans to join us. I think that's it. I think that's like all of the chat I have. That's my soapbox. I will just say that we might end the stream with a little video, a highlight video, so I won't talk too much about Battle of the Bots as a program. We really just want to like bust some robots up and see how they handle this new setup we've been working on all spring and even through the summer, where we have now a main event with some big robots. I'm going to switch some screens. We're going to share. If you're catching the stream here, you probably see way up there that I've got a screen I'm going to share. That's the actual blocks that we use to code this. And let's just get right into it. Let me stop talking. I'm gonna share one thing because I like to share like how things work behind the scenes. I don't like to let people think that I'm some wizard. That I have this engineering degree and I need to use every bit of education I've ever had to be able to do any of this stuff. It's super easy. It's easy to follow along. It's easy to participate. Today, I'm actually going to open up my cell phone right here. Oh, right there. Okay. And because we're using Streamlabs. Oh my Stop. Because we're using the Streamlabs app or software, streaming software. I have an app on my phone where I can control the stream. I can change the views, so I can change. I can change the view, so we're zoomed into the code that we're using. I can change the view back to me, and it's all right here. It's on the Streamlab app, and it's like a controller app with a bunch of buttons on it. So I can start the stream, stop the stream from here. We're gonna try instant replay today. I'm excited to see how this is gonna work, because instant replay has eluded me as a feature on Streamlabs. So I'm excited to do that, but I'm also excited for the fact that now I run the rest of this stream without my desktop, which is up there, and you can see it there. So I don't do anything else with my desktop. I basically turn on the stream. I'll try to do everything else from my tablet right here and my phones. So cool. So I'm gonna set this keyboard aside because it's gonna confuse me, and it'll confuse me because I think it belongs to my tablet. And I will put that mouse way back there because it's awkward, and we're gonna get into some of the code, because we're 6 minutes into a stream, and I'm already ready to load instructions into these robots and tell them, let's fight, let's battle. So let's get an early battle in now, and then we'll come back and we'll chat. We'll give our design team time if they want to change stuff and change their tactics, and that'll be where I chat a little bit about some of the parts. But let's check out and see how easy this is to do. First, this guy's been charging because he's got his own battery pack. Now we're testing out some battery packs and some rechargeable things, because we go through a lot of batteries, and that's really not great for the environment. But we're going to disconnect this guy from his little charging post. He is the 3D fuel bot today. You'll see that a little closer. We're gonna get this going. I'm gonna drive the 3D fuel bot today. Then we're gonna plug this code in. We're gonna get this guy plugged into my tablet. That is how easy it is. It's just like that. I'm gonna switch screens here. We're gonna switch screens to this view, so you can see here. Now we're connected. We're plugged in, and this is the code we're gonna upload into our robot, into our mBot right here. Check it out. So we're gonna turn the mBot on so it has power, so it can take this code. We're gonna try to connect. Here we go, connecting. We're gonna upload. And you can see now there's a message box. There's the upload. There's the compiling, uploading now. This code is halfway into this mBot, and it's dragging today. It's slow. Sometimes it's much faster. There we go. Cool. All right. So I'm going to disconnect this robot now. Let's take it back to this view right here. So I'm just going to disconnect this robot now. We're gonna put the 3D fuel bot back on the mat right there. In fact, I'll wait. I'll do some discussion in the intermission. We're gonna grab the code from our design team, because it's in the chat window. One of our design team members is here and dropped it in the chat. So I'm just going to download it right there. I'm going to grab it and drop it on my desktop. So there's no like magic going on right now. And check it out. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to open. Oh, I'm going to bring it back to this view here. I'm sharing my screen in Zoom with our design team so they can follow along with me, but I'm also sharing our Zoom view in Twitch, so it's sometimes a challenge. We're gonna not save this file. We're gonna open this set of code right here, which I just uploaded, or just downloaded. I'm sorry, just downloaded. There it is. That is the set of code, and we will talk a minute or two later about that, but it's all there. It's got some things going on. We're going to get into this bot today. stickered up like NASCAR. There's some stickers you can't see on it from the All-American Marathon. What you can see on it today, we're going to call him the NYU bot. And our design team is driving the NYU bot. Actually, we're going to call him the Future Lab bot for today. And our design team is definitely driving the Future Lab bot. Here we go. Getting all charged up, we're going to connect to our robot, just like we did before. We're going to upload this file, and here you can see this view instead. You can see there's some lights flashing, things happening. If you're looking up there, you can see it's the same process basically. There it is. It's already following instructions. This robot, it does what it's told. It doesn't do anything more or less. So all of those little blocks, all of those little Lego-looking blocks that we snap together have a command associated with them, and it's basically telling the robot, turn left, turn right, move forward, that kind of stuff. Makes it very easy. You don't have to learn a specific coding language, programming language, or anything like that. It gives us the ability to play and do things with this. All right, so now we've got both robots down on the mat. I'm going to stop sharing my view here. There we go. Oh, and now we've got the robots. Oh, and I butchered it because I set the. Let me check our view here. If I. Hi, hey, how you doing? We're gonna come back. We're gonna take a peek at some of the code for this robot and find out just where things went wrong. It seems like the 3D Fuel bot decided to veer off the line before ever coming into contact with another robot. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So let's figure out where we're gonna dig into this. Let's share this screen again. Let's share this screen. Dun dun dun. And let's take it over here to this view. I'm gonna try to zoom in a little bit if I can. Let's see what happened here. And I'm assuming I'm gonna while we're doing this, I'm gonna leave a message for our design team and say, you probably don't want to change anything yourself. So, but if you do, this is your opportunity to change some of the files. You saw what your robot was doing, and if you want to change any tactics or moves or anything, now's probably a good time to do that. Otherwise, we're going to take a peek at what this robot is actually doing, and let's start all the way up here at the top. First off, there's this instruction here that says wait 2 seconds. We saw that this robot was waiting 2 seconds after we turn him on, and forever listening. If there's a oh wait, no, this is your code. I'm gonna open up the code that I put into the 3D Fuel robot, since that is the one I'm driving today. So let's check this out. So forever, 2 second wait, because that's part of our rules. It gives me time to get my big meaty claws out of the way. If this robot detects something within 10 centimeters, like a bad guy, some object in front of him, he's going to do all these things. If the line sensor detects it's all black and there's something in front of him, he's going to put some moves on. Turn left, turn right, turn left to move forward, all of that stuff. If the line sensor detects one side being black, he's going to try to move back the other way. Here we go. So he did not detect a person L, because this is else. Under, my mouse is not happy right now. Under else here, if he did not detect a person, he's doing these things: move forward slowly, or turn left and turn right to get back on the line, and that did not. Those things did not happen. Interesting. So, where do we see a flaw in this? Do we? I have a ghost mouse today. In fact, maybe I'll just use my fingers and turn off this mouse here. Let's see. So, where do we see a flaw in any of this? Where could we possibly be looking at this and saying there's something not right here? I think we were far away and this robot did not see first of all, we know this is what was actually happening, turning left. This robot was turning left. And let's actually check and make sure the wires are all connected. Wires are all connected. So that is a mystery on this end. The motor wires are connected and the motors are not having any problem going. Let's before we hop back into this, let's run a test on this robot right now, and let's go back to stop screen share. Go back get close to this code right here, we can look at it and we can see that is that block of code right there where it says turn left, turn right, turn left, move forward. That large set of blue blocks. First of all, half a second seems to be way too long as far as time is concerned to keep him on the line. So he's following all those instructions, and then he realizes he's off the line. So already those are way too. We probably need to cut that in half. In fact, maybe even less than half. Maybe. Maybe 0.1, 0.1, 0.1. We'll go 0.25 because he took off really fast. Let's try that. So let's try changing this to 0.25 because most of these seem to be very, very long. Point 0.25. Okay. Okay. And let's change this to 6 centimeters. Okay. So I'm going to call, we did upload, we called this Tom code. Okay, let's try that now. Let's try downloading this. And we will put it right in that robot, and we will go again. Because our design team is going to stick with their file. As they should. We're going to replace the block of code that I was using. Here we go. We ready? Let's get this loaded. Let's get this set up, and let's go for round 2. Let's find out if we solve the issue, and the lift and shift team, the 3D fuel robot is it's gonna play by the rules now. Let's do that. So we are connected. We're gonna mash connect in the browser, in the controller. We're gonna upload this code. Here we go. Compiling, uploading slowly. Going. And I see no chat, no heckling from the design team, so I'm pretty sure we're sticking with the confidence that the Future Lab bot today is going to be the winner again, and that's cool. That works out. Okay, let's try this out. We've now got the 3D Fuel bot ready. We've got the Future Lab bot ready. I'm gonna give our design team the option here. Feel free to make changes now that you see that it's starting to look more like a match and a little closer. It's going to be interesting to see what I do to the 3D fuel bot, so that we can make them meet each other in the middle and actually try to push each other off the line. They're this close to doing it. The code is so close. So let me get up for just a second. I saw some screens not operating. Let's see. Let's take a look at what we're gonna do with this now. So let's go back to our view here, and if we scroll through this, we can see that our robot was doing everything that we thought he was going to be doing. He definitely saw an object within 6 centimeters right here, this thing, and decided he was going to do these moves because he was all on the line. I think these moves here could be even smaller, like 0.05. Oh. 0.05. Yeah. 0.05, which is even half of what we were doing. 0.05. We could try that. And the goal would be to put the robot back in the same place, and that's our goal for this part. Is you could see our robot was actually moving and shifting, where these moves, the length of time was so long that it was going off the track. And this is where I'm gonna take a minute and pause and come back to my view. So let's check this out. So we have this robot, this mBot, this little guy right here. He's on the line, and what he's doing is he's coming along. He's coming at you, and as he's coming at you, he sees the bad guy. He sees the bad guy in front of him, and he does this number. He does this left right, left right, left right, left. Maybe that is the problem. Oh, maybe we need to add another right in there. Do we need to, because we're shifting. We're going left, right, left again, and then we're driving off the line. So maybe. Oh, and I see our design team here has come up with a new set of code. So maybe what's wrong with our robot here is not the length of time so much as the angle we put him at to go off the track, which is why he's leaving. So let's take a quick peek at that part of the code. But before we do, I just want to show and share the actual map, the actual arena that we're using today. So this is our robots are right here, as you can see on a table in my apartment where I moved around on my furniture. But the important part is this right here is just a piece of poster board. It's just a piece of poster board. This is electrical tape. This is 2 strips of 1.5" wide electrical tape. So you can see this is about a 3-inch wide black line, and the match, the challenge is to push your opponent off the line, just kind of like a sumo battle. If you've ever seen sumo people try to push each other out of a ring, this is pretty much it. So our robots today, the goal for them is to push their opponent off the line. And what we've seen so far is the 3D fuel bot is going off the line all by himself. No help needed there. So let's get things set back down. Get our robots all set back up. We will do this number. We will do that number. So that's where we're placing them. They start on the line and they start charging at each other, so that when they see each other, they want to do some things to push their opponent off the line. Not a bad setup. And like I said, our design team already has a file. I'm staring at it right here on my tablet, so we're going to download that. But in the next minute, we're going to we're going to go back to this view here because we're going to correct the angle that we were leaving our 3D fuel bot on, and I'm sharing this with the design team because it's fine if you see it. Hopefully you can counter it with something else, but we are going to do the turn right here. We're going to grab this turn right block and we're going to stick it right in there, and we're going to make this happen for 0.05, and we're going to try that as our set of code today. We're going to save this. We're going to download this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here. I'm going to use my mouse now. We're going to go up to the top. We're going to open up this save to computer. Dun dun dun. And I just saved to computer. We're going to get rid of this so we can see it. Oh, I don't know why I'm saving computer. Oh, because I just changed my file and I just need to know that it's the file. But we're going to grab the bot. Let's come back to me on the stream at least. We're going to grab the bot. We're going to get that code that I just changed uploaded into this robot right here, because we don't like I've mentioned this so many times before, but we don't actually literally drive our robots. Well, we don't have remote controls. We're not doing this by controlling them. So you're going to see this robot right here. I'm plugging a cord in right now. We're going to send that file to the robot. We're going to turn the robot on. We're going to connect. This is the scene where we connect on the browser. We're connecting. You can see some lights happening, some stuff back and forth. We're going to upload. We have started the upload process. It's compiling. It's compiling this into basically it's changing those blocks all up there. It's changing them into something called Arduino C, which is a programming language that's very, very popular if you ever used, like an Arduino or anything. But you can use these blocks instead. So now this robot now has all the code in it that we just changed. I am disconnecting the robot. The robot has no cords on it, nothing. This is not, we're not remote controlling this robot. We're not controlling with the tablet. We're not doing any of that. We're going to put our robot back down. I am going to get our chat. Click to download. I'm going to download. Can you see that? No, you can't see that, sadly. And we are going to open that file right there. Excellent. Number 1. There we go. So this is the new code for our new design team code, which was just set. And we're gonna I'm gonna change this number right here. This is the only thing I'm gonna do to edit your code. I'm gonna change this to 6 centimeters also. So we both have the same set of distance parameters, basically. All right, let's get the Future Labs bot plugged in, ready to go. Connect. Connecting. You can see some flashing lights happening. We're going to upload this code. Here we go. Uploading, 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 uploading. You can see the bar going across. Okay, cool. Feel free to change it on your end. There was really nothing noticeable on that. I just wanted to try it because they were so far apart. Oh, okay, so code is uploaded. We're disconnecting. This robot also being coded by our design team, not remote controlled from anywhere. Design team nowhere near me. We're on a Zoom together, and I just downloaded this. So let's get at it. This may be our last match before the main event. So let's see how we work this out. Let's see how we worked out the best 2 out of 3 portion so far. Awesome. I'm going to stop the share. Let's get back to the that was kind of cool. I dig that. Okay, so what happened? What happened was, let's see if we can grab the 3D field bot. So the 3D field bot was coming at you and coming at his opponent just like this, right? And at the same time as he was doing that, as he was moving forward and thinking about tactics, he's turning left, right. But when the sensor picks up that he's going off one of the tracks, the command is to back up and try to get back on the track. That is that seemed to go on for a long stretch. So let's take a look at that code again one last time and check this out. Ready? Let's see that. So let's look at that very quickly. So while we were, oh nope, wrong code. And for our design team, we're gonna change to the Ranger for our main event. And if you wanna work on any code for the Ranger, now's a good time. Well, I will also work on some code for the Ranger, but I want to follow up on just staring at the code that we just had. So I'm going to set down the 3D field bot for right now, and I'm going to delete some of this old stuff. Off my desktop very quickly. Okay. All right, cool. So we have some code to upload right here. We're going to take a peek at the 3D fuel code. And you can see here in these blocks right here, these blocks, it's a very short amount of time where things are happening. And then we're down here where this move backwards part is. Right here, move backward. You can see move backward is happening very, very long, 5 times longer than the turn right. So this is happening very, very, over a very long time, this move backward part, and this turn left part right here. Both of them probably should not be that long. So let's change those. Let's change those to 0.1 seconds. 0.1 second. 0.1 second. 0.1 second. 0.1 second. That looks to me like it's going to be a little bit better. We're going to add an extra character in here so that I know it's my most recent file. We're just going to drop a 1 in there. And I'm going to save that. Oh, apparently I can't add a 1 in there. Okay. Cannot add special characters. Okay, we'll just there. We will save that to my computer. Actually, we're going to continue to work in this. Oh yeah, the Ranger code should be in here. It's also in here. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm so glad you said that in the chat. I'm just catching that now. So here's the cool part about this code is the fact that we can now switch to the Ranger just by pressing on the button on the left hand side. So just like that, just like you can see me changing back and forth under the panda, I'm highlighting the different robots. You can now add your code to this part of this part, and I will use this code. And we're going to try the same thing here. We're going to try to rebuild the code where we move backward at 50% for 0.1 second. We're going to duplicate that code, drag it down here because we can click on it and duplicate it. And we are going to use down here, turn left and turn right, also for 0.1 seconds. 0.1, you can see that. So let's go take a, the cool part about this is we can go take a peek now back at our other code. So check that out. This is our Ranger, or our mBot code. We can kind of see we did the same thing here. Turn left, turn right. So let's check it out on our code right here. Oh, turn left, turn right. We changed that. So for the 3D Fuel Bot, we're going to make the same exact code almost. We're going to duplicate this one. Duplicate this one. Duplicate this one. Now we've got almost the exact same code. Now we're going to, for an action, we're going to move forward. At 100% power, crank it up for 0.25 seconds. Then we're just going to move forward. We're just going to chill. We're just going to like chug, 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 move forward at 50% power. So that looks a lot like the code that we were using before. We're going to use 0.1 seconds instead of 0.05. We're going to try that out for the bigger robots. And this is our Ranger tank setup for... Oh, yeah. I'm going to change it from 10 to 6 also. Thank you. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. Cool. Excellent. So now we've got a standard set of code for both the mBot and the Ranger tank, and they look like they're kind of gonna work. Here's where we're gonna throw some wrenches in the main event, because we're gonna put away these guys. I'm gonna stop share. No, we'll go here. We'll go to this view here for a minute. So we're gonna put these guys away. They have fulfilled their duties for the day. They have battled it, duked it out on the sumo line for us, and the Future Lab bot was the winner for sure. So let me slip some of these guys back in their boxes real quick and slide them out of the way so I can introduce the bigger tanks. Here we go. This is the bigger tank. This is the mBot's big brother, the Ranger tank. This is the SaneSmart bot. And the SaneSmart bot takes a lot of batteries that we're just going to jam in the back here and get them fired up. These batteries might need to be replaced. We're going to check that out in just a minute. One of these bots needed batteries replaced. I think one of them didn't. But here we go. So this is the SaneSmart bot, which our design team will be driving today. And we've now got the lift and shift bot, which I will be driving today. We're also going to slip some batteries in here. These robots will not be driving on the line. We've created a better scenario, a more fun scenario for the robot, for the tanks. And that is right here. We have a sumo circle. This part, if I can back our guys off their starting points, these guys will start on the circle as opposed to starting on the line. So we will take down very quickly on the circle. They will be stuck in the circle, and we have several circles printed because we know from testing that they're going to tear this place up. So we're going to split this piece right there. Absolutely need to tape this down because they will get crazy. They will get rambunctious. And our robots are going to battle on the line. On the circle. I'm on the circle, not the line. These two robots are bigger tanks. They are on the circle. So check it out. Lift and shift bot, I'm going to upload the code, and the code uploading is the same process. It's exactly the same. We plug in the batteries so that this guy can be powered on to take the code, to like read the code and put the code in its memory. We're going to plug in. Dun, 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 lights are on. We're going to mash that button right there. You can see he's already running the code that was in last time. So we're going to connect. We have just connected. We're going to upload. Upload. Oh, you can't see that. I will share again. Dun, dun, dun. There. Okay, cool. So this guy is now running the code that we just made for him. I'm going to disconnect. We're going to turn him off. Down in the ring, down in the Mac. Now it's time we are going to open code from our computer. And this code was sent to us from our design team, so you can see there's some things going on here. We're going to make sure we're on the Ranger. We're not going to delete that sprite, but we're going to make sure we're on the Ranger. So when the Ranger starts up, you can see that first block right there. We're on the Ranger code. So this code is made for the Ranger, whereas if I push that button, you can see over here we get this is the mBot code. You can see the Ranger code. You can check it out right there. We're going to upload our design team's Ranger code right now, and we're going to get this going in this robot right here. Let's check it out. Once again, we are also plugging in the power. Powering on with the on button. Connecting. You kind of watch the whole thing over here. We are connected. We are uploading. You can see compiling, uploading code, and done. Now this robot's doing what he was supposed to be doing, what we told him to do. Our design team's got him fired up and ready to go. So I'm going to turn him off, and here we are, ready. I am pumped for this. I am very pumped for this because this will be the first time that we're doing this way. It's getting all right. So what worked and what didn't work right there? That was I think there was some space. We might need to think about changing the way we tape down or make the sumo circle, because it seems like maybe add more white, or bring this closer to the front. In fact, let's try that. Let's try that right now. Let's run the same code. Let's put the batteries back in, and let's move the circle so that it's not right in the middle of the line this time. How about that? This time we will flip the board over, maybe. I am dropping batteries back in right now, and that's the only mystery that's happening off the screen is me dropping batteries in. For anybody curious what's happening behind the scenes, this is it. That's just putting some batteries in. But let's take our robots off the mat here. See if we can pull our paper up, our sumo paper off the page. And let's flip this over. So we've got a nice white board here to get started on. Let's get our circle down. Let's get our robots back on the middle of the ring. Okay, let's go. Let's get it. We're gonna try the same thing. Let me come back over here and we will chat about it because we're almost out of time. We're not out of time, but this is the end of our main event. So I'm gonna do a little chat about what was happening here, and maybe we go back to I go back to the sharing of the screens, and we check out what was actually happening here. So if the line detector senses everything is black underneath, it stops moving right here. If it detects left or right, it backs up. Oh wait, no. Left and right. Oh, interesting. Okay. So if he's going off to the right, he's gonna back up. But if he's going off to the left, he's still going to go forward at 50% power. And then down here, we've got this move forward. Oh, so move backward seems to be the odd part there, where he's moving backward at 50% power for 1 second, when only detects black. I didn't see that as a case. That's a little confusing to me because they're both clearly on the line. So I'm wondering. Let's do a little test before we wrap up. I just want. We'll back this guy up. This guy is right in the middle, right in the middle of everything. So let's zoom in. Let's go back to our close. this view here, we can kind of see, we can kind of read this. There was the less than six centimeters. He's definitely within the 6 centimeters. All black, stop moving. Backward at 50% power, forward at 50% power. Else, all black, forward at 50% power. So this one seems to be the one that's happening. And then there's the backup part. And the only part that says backup is right here. And that part is definitely too long, but it's detecting the line being left, if you can see that. So he's detecting going off to the right, and that's the part that doesn't necessarily make sense to me. And it's possible this stuff is happening so fast that we can't see it. There is no other backup code. So that is the only. This is the only block that says backup. So it is absolutely running, and 1 second makes sense because that's a long time for it to get off. You know, like 1 Mississippi. That's how long it takes for it to get out of the circle. So yeah, I'm with you on that. But then there's the weird, like, how does it decide that it's gonna do this one? Because the line detector should not be registering that it's off the line at that point, unless it lifted up so that the line sensor was tricked like that, which is a possibility, but I don't think that's accurate either. We're gonna wrap up coming back to my view here and check this out. So in the future, what we will probably do is possibly to troubleshoot this, just make sure the code was uploaded properly. What we could do is we could re-upload the code and add it again, just to make sure that there was nothing jumbled in the process of sending over the chords and that kind of stuff. I don't anticipate that as a real thing, a real like problem. I don't encounter that too much with these robots, so I'm leaning more along the assumption that there's a sensor flaw possibly somewhere where the sensor thinks it's off the mat when it's not, and that very well could be, because we've already run like 2 weeks worth of testing with the design team to show that the eyes interfere with each other. So the eyes on this robot, when they kind of like shine their little distance sounds, will get caught by the other robot intermittently, and they confuse the robots into thinking there's an object in front of them. So it's possible that that has something to do with it here also. But once again, I don't see that happening. Maybe we'll have more time to look at this in the future, because if it's a constant thing, then we'll have to address it somehow. But for right now, it just looks like some kind of anomaly that it's backing up because somehow tricked the sensors into thinking that it's going off of the map, if that makes sense. But that was our main event. It was not as climactic as I was hoping. But it did work out. It worked out well, and the entire stream of events worked out really cool. We got in like four battles in an hour, and I'm happy with that. I got some time to explain some of the process, and as I got things in my eyes. But yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna wrap up and say thanks for our design team for pitching in, for joining in, and actually, you know, doing stuff. I know it's like a game for us, and it's fun, and this is kind of like our look at all the cool stuff we've been doing behind the scenes kind of thing. So I'm happy to be part of this, and for anybody who wants to join in, there are links now you can find. You can go to our website if you really want to do it that way, but excuse me, right here on Twitch there are some links to be able to mash some buttons and say I want to check out what maybe more information about the design team, about the things you do for veterans, and I think on that final message, I'll turn on our little highlight reel from Battle of the Bots from the last few years, from before COVID. Middle COVID. But anyway, here you go. So thank you to everybody, and let me find some videos to further express that gratitude. Here we go.
In your house, don't smoke it. You know what I mean? Like, walk
for this side. On your mark, get set, go! Point for the side. These guys.
Let's go. Have at it. Oh! Oh, and they're struggling. But they're not giving up. It's still a fight. It's still a fight. It's still a fight. What are they? There he is!
So, yeah. Oh, who got it? Who got it?
Best 2 out of 3.
3, 2, 1.
Go.
go!
Have at it. Oh! 2 batteries down.